Well, I just wanted to point out that me and Alex Coiler made amends. We are actually friends now. Yeah, he reached out to me about a month ago. Well, through a mutual friend, we both kind of reached out to each other. I was informed that you know, he never really wanted to take sides, but once he figured out the other person and how I was right, he decided to kind of fix things with me because one of the issues that I guess he had, and one of the issues that I think that we should all be aware of is when anybody claims to be the only galactic emissary. And I'm not going to mention who, but people should know. So yeah, I just wanted to let everyone know that Alex Collier finally opened up his eyes and reached out to me, and we became friends. And yeah, we became friends because you know he sees that my work is actually good.
I have one more piece of information here that has to be dealt with. Now, we don't talk about other speakers, okay? Sadly, I have to make an exception to this. There is a particular speaker, Ismael Perez, who has trashed all of us since he appeared out of nowhere as the king of Lyra and the commander of the Lyran base armada. And he's worked me over pretty well. So I had a conversation with Rob Potter that I wanted to, if I had the ability, to come out there to Shasta, which is this weekend, and confront him physically. Maybe even punch him in the mouth. Because I'm just so sick of this bullshit. And Rob, being the consummate diplomat that he always is, and I've known Rob many, many years, and I really love and respect Rob. He said, look, I'll get this guy on the phone because he's coming to my conference, and you guys can just have a conversation. And we did. He apologized to me. Now, Rob Potter set up this conversation. Okay, Rob Potter set this up, and he was on the conversation. It was 3 or 4 minutes. And Ishmael apologized for the trash talk. And, I just said, look, dude, you got to focus on the mission. If you're here to do the mission, focus on the mission. To share your information. Not everybody's going to agree, and it doesn't matter. The information, the frequency of it will resonate to specific people. And that was the conversation. Okay? Well, he did an interview, Ismael Perez, with Catherine Edwards. And it's called Unpacking the Interaction of AI and Instant Manifestation. If you go to that interview, I didn't know anything about Catherine until just a few minutes ago. To 24 minutes, 25 seconds. He goes on to say that we're friends, and that we've worked it out, and that I think his information's good. And ladies and gentlemen, none of that was ever talked about, and none of that is true. None of that is true. This guy shows up out of nowhere, and he's everywhere. This is a classic infiltration by Deep State. This kind of shit happens all the time. And when you're here for decades, you see this over and over and over again. And, the guy, Joseph Kampf, who we just lost, had more integrity in a hair follicle than Ismael Perez has. And I'm just so done with this, and we're not friends. I don't listen to his information. I listened to 7 minutes, I think, of one of the first ones he did where he introduced himself as the king of Lyra and the head of the Armada, and the Lyran Armada. And that's where he lost me. So, I just want that out there. He's not only trashed me, he's going after Michael Sala. He's got a hard-on for Elena Danam. And, it's just focus on the fucking mission. This is not about you. This is not about any of us. It's about the information. This is about humanity. And if you're going to make this about you, get the fuck lost. Just go away. Do you understand? Just go away. You're a fucking fly. Just be gone. You're a wanker. Just go away. This isn't about you, IP, at all. And when this is over, I'm going to send this interview to Potter, to Rob, because he's been defending you for 24 hours. He's like, I haven't seen him say anything to anybody. He hasn't even spoke yet. Well, obviously he doesn't know this. And he asked you to keep your mouth shut because he knows. Rob's a smart guy. He's wise. You can learn a lot from him if you can keep your mouth shut and listen. And you clearly can't do that. So, now I'm in the middle of it. And I'm not having any of it. I am not having any of this bullshit from you. And you better lay off the people that I care about, that I respect. Because, dude, you just don't know. You are so in over your head. You just don't know. Okay? The people that I care about, those that I feel have an incredible amount of integrity, are going to be at the GSIC in Orlando this year. Okay? And ladies and gentlemen, if you can make it, there's going to be some incredible people there. That's what it is. Okay? So, I am not doing interviews about IP. Don't bother asking me questions about IP. I've made it perfectly clear here and now. This is the last time I even want to have this conversation about this idiot. End of story. Okay? We move on from here. It's not worth it. He's not worth it. So, this is exactly how I feel about it. You try to be nice, you try to be diplomatic, and, sometimes they just don't get it. They just don't get it. They don't want to get it. No, they don't want to get it. This is not about humanity for him, folks. So he's obviously very shallow. But, you do what you have to do. You do what you have to do.